shooting over Taiwan and whatever, all those things that they were doing, you know, provoking them, you know, and they were like, they're looking at America, what the fuck are you going to do? You know, Joel chapter 3, you know, you're not that strong anymore. Let the weak say I'm strong. You know, that's what you see going on right now.
Big bully in the class. Stayed on his level and everybody grew up.
And why they are busy with pushing all this news about Ukraine and this and that, you know, and Russia is taking heavy losses and this and that. Yeah, that's a great story, Rachel. That's a great story. What's Russia still there, you know?
And 2 weeks ago, that Wagner group, there was this lie about the Wagner group rushing into Moscow.
Moscow,
And you come at the job the next day. All the Edomites with hands in the air, yes, Putin is going down. But then
of course.
later on that day, it was all bullshit. Shit. Okay, you cannot defeat that dude. You not. You know?
And the Most High put them there. Because the prophecy have to fulfill that Russia is going to destroy America, man. So how you can think that Putin is going to be defeated? It's not sanctioned by the Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Right.
So that is crazy.
And don't forget, Russia didn't fought the war for a long time, so they had all those times to develop their things and to train their soldiers. America was busy with all these wars all these times, ever since they set foot there. So they are tired, you know. They get angry at Europe, you know. They were angry at certain countries like, why didn't you take our missile defense system? This and that, you take it from China, you took it from Russia, blah, 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 this and that. Angry, because why? Because now you cannot control it, you know. That device that they got from Russia, you cannot control it, you know, because when you want to tell them like, okay, you have to do this, if you don't do it, we're going to bomb you, and then you can shut off their missile defense system. But if they have the system from China, you cannot get into that. Yeah. But countries started to wake up, you know, they see in there for the devils that they are. They be like, okay, so you are allowed to do everything, take all the resources, we are getting nothing, and if you try to say something, you threaten us with a nuclear weapon. So now we also want to defend ourselves, you know, we're just going to build it. Those are the things that they're doing right now, you know. Created the Smith. It's Isaiah 54 and verse 16.
This is Isaiah chapter 54, verse 16. Verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy.
Yeah, so don't think that all these missiles that they are creating, these intercontinental missiles that they're making with all these warheads and so stuff, that they're just making it just to show it, you know, like put it in the showroom. You see this missile that I made? Name of the country, the flag of the country on it, you know. You see that? It's beautiful, right? Yeah, I just put some wax on it, you know, it's shining there. Put it right here, you know, put it on this, on the display that everybody can see it. No, it's created to destroy, man, to bear a sore destruction. A sore destruction, a sure destruction. Can you go back to the Buddhist?
Yeah. This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she's not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country, for the judgment is reached unto heaven.
Yeah, because there's going to be a time that everybody's going to realize, okay, now they're really going to pay. They're going to see that all these countries are aiming the warheads towards them, you know. So they're going to be like, hey, this country, hey, let's just get out of there. And you're going to have the dumbass Americans stay there. America, fuck yeah, army is strong, got the navy, this and that, you know. Shit, yeah, we're the best, you know, the greatest of the world, man, the whole world. Yeah, dude.
For her judgment reached unto heaven.
Yeah, and because their bucket of iniquity needs to be filled, so they can get that perfect punishment, you know. The same is for if you're dealing with people that going against you, you just have to look at them and be like, They have to do all this shit in order for them to get that perfect punishment. And the Mosai is coming back, and the Yahushua is coming back. They're going to receive that perfect punishment for everything that they did against the men of the Lord, you know. So just suffer it, you know, and meanwhile put curses on them, you know.
And it is lifted up even to the skies.
Yeah, so at certain points, all its iniquity is going to reach up until the heavens, and the Most High is going to be like, okay, this is it. Y'all get ready. Babylon the Great is going to be done away with. With the besom, sweep clean. Yeah, the hour is going to be done. No, what you going to do against nuclear fire, man? When the alarm goes off, you know, and even, I always say that, you know, like here in Holland, every first of the month at 12 at noon, then the alarm goes off.
Yeah.
And they've been doing it for years, you know, for years. I think even since I was a child, I think they were doing it already. So, and don't tell me that other countries don't know. They must know it. Because, and don't forget, if they would attack at noon, at the time, you know, of course, then eventually they're gonna send some things on the television like this is not a test, and this, that, or maybe on the telephones and stuff. But before that, people will not gonna hide or whatever. People gonna be like, oh, it's 12 o'clock.
It's 12 o'clock.
You know?
It's about that. Oh, it's about that time again.
And then it go.
Yeah.
Let it go on Thursday, 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, but that's if the country is smart, they're gonna do it on a Monday, the first Monday of the month at noon, at 12 o'clock. Then they start attacking, because then everybody's going to be like, oh, it's the first day of, it's the first Monday of the month.
Yeah.
It's 12 o'clock, you know?
Nobody gonna run for shelter.
Where are you going to shelter, by the way?
Exactly, I was just thinking about that. Here's no place for shelter.
Man.
They got a bunker in the metro system over there.
Yeah?
But you know that no Jake, no Ishmaelite, none of them are gonna be there.
Nope.
It's only for the politicians and stuff.
Yeah.
They go, but that's good, because they have to go in slavery, man.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
They're going to be the first slaves, you know. Those who are doing their best to keep their hands clean, because the earth is going to be foul with all these dead bodies, and somebody got to clean it, man. And we ain't going to clean it. We ain't going to clean it. Y'all going to do it, man.
Yeah. Man.
So you did your best to keep your hands clean. Yeah. Then we're going to get you out of your dungeons. Start cleaning, man. Put some chains on you, kick you, beat you, hit you, kick you, beat you.
Yeah, man.
Put you to work.
Hard
Clean the
labor.
earth. Yeah, man, hardcore.
Yeah, man.
Have a shovel, start digging, man.
Dig a big pit. Hey, because you need to imagine, these elites never work. These Rothschilds, and their hands are like soft hands, so they're gonna feel what real labor is gonna be, man.
That also shows you why we're gonna need spiritual power, because these people are weak.
Yeah.
You know, Edomites are weak.
Yeah.
In general, they're already weak.
Yeah.
But if they are in hardcore slavery in the sun, working like, I also saw an article, but it was you have to be a member. I was laughing like. Now they're warning the people, like if they are going on vacation with the car, because through the sunlight, through the window, they even need to put the thing on it because they get the skin cancer. But which is funny, because this also shows you how devil Esau is. Okay, first and foremost, the sun doesn't like the white people. That's beautiful. But you know, Esau tell them to put that sunblock on it. But the sunblock is the one that gives them the cancer.
Yes.
You know, that's the full part. So they'll be like, oh, you need to protect you from the sun because the UV ratings are going to the window and give you that skin cancer. Well, meanwhile, it's the thing that you put on your arm. You know, you'd be like, oh, let me protect it from the sun. It's going to the window of my car. Let me protect myself. Let me protect myself by putting some cancer on my skin. You know?
Cancer-causing agents.
Yes, cancer-causing agents.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, beautiful.
Esau, man.
Esau.
You gotta stay at home. Why are you in the festivals? They always panic like,
That your sun, how you call it in English?
Sunblock.
Screen,
Sunblock. Yeah.
Do you have it in? Oh no, I don't have.
but you can borrow mine.
Oh, okay, that's good.
And then they're happy going to the festival, like, yeah. But, you should be at home, man. Laying in a fucking bed with water. Just chilling there, man. The sun hates your ass.
Yeah, man.
But he's always out in the sun. When the sun's shining, you see him almost totally nude, almost on the beach, you know.
Yeah.
All red.
All red. Like, you think there are only lobsters over there, you know, you'd be like, hey,
Red lobster.
red lobster.
Yeah, man. And you know what's beautiful also, because there was also an article, I also did a video on that. So Esau's now talking that alcohol also gives you cancer, you know, which is, you know, of course, Esau is an evil mad scientist, you know. So of course, you know, he can do something in the alcohol. He's able to do that. The Most High can allow that, and the book of Ezekiel also teaches us that where we are among the heathens, we shall eat defiled bread. So everything we eat and drink is going to be defiled. It's already defiled. So Esau is able to do those things, you know, he can mess with the alcohol. But I also did a video on it because the Most High created wine to make men happy, you know. Oh, this is scripture. Oh, no, I thought it was the... No, but I said that the Most High have created wine to make men happy. You know, there are many scriptures, you know. Scripture that said if somebody is about to perish, you know, give him strong drink and forgive his problems, you know. So there are many scriptures that go about alcohol. And don't forget how they used to call Yahweh Shai. They call him a wine bibber, you know. Can you go to the book of Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 8? And then you can read 8 and 9.
It's the book of Isaiah chapter...
Oh, you can read to 11 actually.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 24 verse 8. The mirth of tabrets ceased, the noise of them that rejoiced ended, the joy of the harp ceased.
Yeah, because people are in the midst of this holiday season, you know, festival season, concerts and whatever, a lot of shit going on, going to the terrace, having a drink, having a ball, you know, having a enjoy, you know. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with having some fun, you know, but you got to realize sometimes that we're, you know. So while people be busy with that, Esau is creating all this lot. So they want to do. So now they're talking about, yeah, alcohol is worse than people think, you know. So they want to make it hard for people to get alcohol. So they want to make it expensive, and they want to ban it for a lot of places. So now you are able, you know, sometimes you can get certain alcohol, you can get it cheaper on internet, you know. They already done away the how you call it, the aanbieding, I don't know how you call it in English, like discounts, you know. They already done away with that because before that you had discounts at certain times, and you know they lower the price of certain brands and stuff, you know. So they already made that forbidden because they saw during the C19 that people started to drink more because all those stores, they closed all those stores, but you had stores like Gal and Gal, and they bring alcohol to your house, you know. They deliver, and they made more even. So you can imagine the times that the things were open, people could go to parties and stuff. They were drinking less than when they were locked inside. And of course, there people had a lot of house parties going on.
Yeah.
You know? That's also a thing. But yeah, they grew in that time, you know. So Esau was already cooking like, because they want everybody on their knees so that they can force you to take the MOTB, you know. If you are all in debt, so you can imagine you got only debts about you. So this devil comes towards you, look, if you take this thing, then all your debts are gonna be done away with, you know. You can start with a clean sheet. A lot of people are gonna fall for that, you know. Because people are in debt, you know. How Esau is fucking the people up with the taxes and all that, you know. People are in debt, you know. Every year the rent goes up, you know. Everything. Now the gasoline goes up again.
Prices are up again.
Up again, you know.
Yeah.
Now the so-called the energy prices are kind of low again, but they're already talking about that it's going to be high again. So yeah, this winter, yeah, they're already talking about it. So you already know. That's Esau. He tells you exactly that. Okay, in a couple of months, while y'all be in La La Land having a ball, in a couple of months, y'all going to be crying over the energy bill again. Y'all going to be ready to commit suicide again. And that's also another thing. Also an article that I also posted this week. A lot of people are I call it depressed. A lot of people are depressed. A lot of the youth are depressed, and especially females, you know, because ever since the C19, and now they still have the future is not bright unto them, you know. Yeah, and of course, it's not unto them, it's not bright, but you know they're suffering more. You know, the youth, they're very depressed. So they said that a lot of females are committing suicide or have suicide thoughts, you know.
This is Ecclesiastes, the book of Sirach, chapter 31, verse 27. Wine is as good as life to a man if it be drunk moderately.
Yeah, exactly. You have to drink it moderately. So don't be drunk outside your house in your underwear because you're drunk out of your mind. No, you drink moderately. You still have to control yourself. If you know you're a person, let's say you drink 2 or 3 drinks, but the fourth is too much, you start to lose control, then you should know by yourself, stick to 3. It's enough, you know?
What life is then to a man that is without wine?
Yeah, what life is then to a man is without wine. If you don't have your moment, sometimes you come from your job, you're real tired, you're stressed, the first thing that you need is a beer. For example, a nice cold beer, sit down for a moment, let everything go down, be like, okay, let it loose for a moment, That's, yeah, you need that, scripture talk. Can you grab the scripture about a strong drink for you? That's about, give search it on your phone if you don't know where it is. A strong drink to anyone that's about to launch.
So going is free?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, man. Back to Isaiah.
Isaiah chapter 24 and 8. Let's say, yeah, 24 and 8. The mirth of tabrets ceased. The noise of them that rejoice ended. The joy of the harp ceased.
Yeah, so we are entering the time. So people this is the same thing with the C19. C19 was also like that. Festival season, and then it was like, oh, C19 is here, this, that. Everything was cancelled. And then, yeah, I don't know, still more and more people getting infected, blah, 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 while people taking shots. I think, yeah, other countries doing lockdowns, but I don't think that we have to do it 1 week later. Yeah, this is an emergency, this and that. From tomorrow, starting 9 o'clock, everybody needs to be inside until 6 or 7 o'clock. Something like, I think it was 6 o'clock. No, it's not going to happen here, right?
Verse 9. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it.
Yeah, so they shall not drink wine with a song. So the mirth, Israel's about to take the mirth away, break the people down, get the people sick. You know how many people are dying, ever since they start spreading the devil juice, man. The places that are, where my job, only people talking about, oh yeah, sister-in-law got cancer, this got cancer. Oh, dude talking about, yeah, my wife died 2 months ago. I'm like, hey, Esau, man, people are dying off, man, after these. And now they're already talking about the vulnerable people need to start taking the next jab, start to go to the next jab round. Okay, so you have a disease. This dude that I talked about a couple of weeks ago that took 4 shots.
Oh, yeah, you told me.
Okay, so there's an average of 4 shots. Let's say that people that are really down with Esau, they took 4 shots. Let's say that like that. So now you want to say the same people that feel vulnerable. So you got a disease. You already took 4 shots to protect you from the disease. The shots are not going to protect you. So now you have to go again and take at least 2 more shots. Meaning, Esau will be like this. Okay, he gave you the devil juice. Oh, okay. So y'all survived it. Okay. Just to make sure that you're also going to die, y'all need to take these other.
And they put it in your vegetables nowadays too.
Yeah.
They put it in your lettuce. They put it in the tomatoes. They put it in your vegetables, man.
Here in Holland or in America?
In America, but they also want to do. They're also basically to do it over here because that is the gates of hell, of course, who is financing the whole project.
Of course.
And the gates of hell got the big stake in Holland, man. He got Picnic,
Yeah,
Heineken,
I know, yeah.
he's the one. He's in Holland they are totally down with him because the Radboud University is also he also donating money to the Radboud University.
Bribing it.
Exactly, devils, man. Shit, that's Esau, man.
Yeah, Elon Musk, he has Picnic. So Heineken is also for it.
Yeah, Heineken.
So don't drink Heineken.
and Picnic also. Bill Gates
Picnic.
also. Yeah,
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, the gates of hell.
Yeah, I mean Bill Gates.
Yeah. He's a devil, man. You thought Edom Musk.
Elon Musk is the other devil.
Yes, the other one.
With the cheat hip.
With the cheat.
You had that Dutch guy walking again, the paralyzed Dutch guy.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it was funny, man. I was like, oh man, he's doing it in Holland, and this and that with the test. And then I find out that first dude that took it was also from Holland.
Yep.
I'm like, shit, man. Edomites, these Dutch Edomites are everywhere, man.
Yeah, hey, like you say, brother.
And they have a saying here in Holland, they say voor een dubbeltje op de eerste rang.
Yeah.
So they always want to be, you know, they want to be they want to be first with everything.
Special.
It's in the spirit, you know.
Also,
Very
they had the Miss Universe or the Miss Holland or something like that. Was
Yeah.
one of these days last week, and it is, of course, it is a transit people, you know, from
course,
the
yeah.
transit people.
I was
they
Miss Universe of Transit.
yeah, and there was one of the Dutch. They
Of
won,
course.
of course. You know what I'm saying?
They missed universe.
yeah, the missed thing.
Yeah.
Man. These devils, man, they're everywhere, like the brother is saying, man. These devils, I love it when they say that they are special.
I
They are
found,
really special.
concerning what you say, dubbeltje op de eerste rij, I found this joke. I had a list of jokes in my Hotmail. I opened it up and said, why do all Dutch people have a boat? And they said, because they want to be at the bread faster than the ducks. It's to laugh, like, ha ha ha, of course. But they are really like that, man. They are really like that. You know?
Yeah, because you posted that article from the museum with the human zoo in the Museumplein Square, and there also in the article they were saying like, yeah, because back in the days they want to be like, because they are like a small country and they always want to be the first.
But
And
everything, yeah.
yeah, man.
In my video I said, yeah, of course they're special, and then I was like, man. They always want to be the greatest in everything. It's in the spirit. That's why they're special, man. This is some kind of head tribes, you know, the Edomites, you know. Must be for all these things that they do, have done. Yeah, man. All that blood that's on their hand, they're special, man. Very special. Don't forget, man. What country was there during the World War? Who would thought about making cocaine for both parties and selling it so that they can give it to the soldiers in order for them to fight longer without food and be more braver and you know, feel less pain and stuff, you know. who think about that, you know? So and they had, and back then they had Indonesia was a colony of them.
Yeah.
So they were planting those cocaine plants, you know, cacao, coca leaves, coca leaves over there, because there they have the right temperature. So they were planting it there, and they had the factory right here in Amsterdam to make the cocaine and put it in little nice boxes and with a nice painting on it, and give it to yeah. If you really love your man who's on the front line, you give him this, you know. That's a devil, man.
It's a devil for you, man. Hey, and also, like you were saying, also that cultivated meat, because they all in America, they just approved it. You know who the Godfather is that created it? A Dutch Edomite.
Of course.
From something from Elan is his spec name. I'm going to search up for it because I was looking at it last week and I was like, of course, it's the special Dutch Edomites again, man.
Everywhere.
They're everywhere, man. You know, so they are the one that created that cultivated meat, man.
It must be, man. They were the second.
Of course. Also with the insects, you know, they went to which country? One of those countries in Asia.
Yeah.
So they built the biggest factory ever to process that insect meat.
Yeah.
You know.
Bergen op Zoom here in Holland.
Yeah.
They have the biggest factory because I made a lesson about it. The biggest factory of insects is in Bergen op Zoom, and they are the first one that started it.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, they are the first one that started it, man. You know, so they got the greedy Edomite, the red fingers and everything, man.
Yeah, and they have got this university, the TU at Delft, where they
yeah.
investigate all those new things, you know, with all those new plants. Yeah, man.
I have the article still. They were the second country in the world after the United States. The first country after the United States to be hooked on the internet. A small country like that, so they went before France,
So that
they went
shows
before
you
Germany.
Belgium,
Belgium.
Spain.
Yeah.
So that shows you how special they are, man. So America was the first one with the internet, so Dutch was the second one. That's not a small thing.
Yeah, man.
These are things that's showing us how special they are, man.
you see it, man. With all the rules that they implement on the people, also with the lockdowns. Because Klaus Schwab said it also, like, hey, man, the Dutch is a real school. How you call it? We say schoolvoorbeeld.
Yeah, real school, high school.
Yeah. They are the real one that
and
are
don't
example.
Don't forget the system that they had during the C-19 with the QR code.
Yeah.
Europe took it. They took that system.
Yeah.
You know, so when they're gonna lock the thing down, they're gonna use that system with the QR code.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be the chip. You know, it was created here in Holland. They were the one that started with that shit.
Exactly.
You want to go to your restaurant, make sure you get your test. They send you if your test is negative, you get the thing in your email. You got a QR code, you can enter in your restaurant, you can go to the gym or whatever. You are allowed to do that because you took a test. Or you have a jab, or when you jabbed out also. But then they found out that the jab was not protecting, so then even the jab people needed to be tested. Then they started to get angry because they took the jab for nothing. They already did it for nothing. I was at the left, man. I used to work with the Edomite. You know, he took the jabs and he was like, because I'm older than him, he was like really excited to get his jab, like, yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna get my jab, this and that. And I was only looking, but I was not even talking about it. Then he said, but didn't you take it? You were older than me, like you already have your invitation earlier, right? I'm like, yeah, but I'm not gonna take that shit. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna take it, this and that. And you know how many times he had the C-19? I had the left, and then he calls me like, you know, like, yeah, can you help this and this dude because I'm at home, I tested positive. I'm like, oh, it's cool, man.
If you haven't been on the planet for like 4 years lately, man, you come back, you listen to this shit, and the measurements they took. It's like, whoa, this is some messed up shit.
The face mask and stuff.
Yeah,
if I still see, sometimes you still see films or things, you know, when they're talking about, or you see pictures, people with face masks. I'm like, I cannot even. You know, sometimes you see people, they make selfies with that face mask on.
Yeah.
I don't understand the shit. You don't even want to see. I didn't want to be seen with that thing.
No, man. No.
If I had the opportunity not to wear it, I did not wear it.
Me
You know?
too, man. Always.
Back, I remember in the beginning, I was still going with the train to Amsterdam. You was still allowed to wear it, but I was like, you know, I had it on my chin, like a chin diaper, South Park style, you know. Put it on my chin, and when I see the conductor, then I put it like this, you know. Or I had my bottle there, I'd be like, yeah, I've been drinking, you know.
Yeah, that is also something crazy. You can drink, you know, and
you have to take it off, and you take a sip, and then you put it on.
I saw some people in a concert. They was playing the flute, and they opened it up here. And they was playing the flute. Hey, all kind of madness. And each of these elites be laughing. They be like, hey, look at these stupid people, man. There, man.
Which is also like a fashion item, maybe.
Yeah,
when people got the new Nike, they be like, yo, look at my new Nike.
Matching it with the face mask.
With the face mask. Yeah, man.
Shit.
I'm complying.
Put their name on the flag from their country and stuff and this and that. Stupidness, man.
I had people that was really going hard. If you had it like this, like you were saying, like
they were looking at you.
They were looking at you and
ready to fight with you.
man, there was like, you need to put it over here, cover it over your nose. This is not good. How the way you were wearing it? I'll be looking these devils. I was like, hey, that's why these Edomites are really devils, man. You can see that a lot of them.
I had the one time in the supermarket. This dude, I don't remember exactly. I think I passed by him and he was like, oh no, meter, this is that. I only looked at him, I said nothing. Then I was standing in line and then he wanted to pass by. I'm like, no, you cannot pass here, 1.5 meter. Like, yeah, hey, you said that to me, right? You started that shit. No, you keep 1.5 meter. He was angry, man. I'm like, no, 1.5 meter, no, you cannot pass that. Go there, over there, 1.5 meter. 1.5 meter, you said that. He started with it because I passed by him like this. 1.5 meter, I only look at him like, I ain't gonna say nothing. Then he wanted to pass by me like, hey, 1.5 meter. Yeah, you started with that shit. Wanted to call me a hypocrite because I told him to keep the distance.
There you see, these people are really fools, man.
Yeah, idiots, man.
Idiots. Baseman. Yeah. I was thinking about the baseman skills.
Oh,
because they are basemen.
Oh, yeah, it's dirty, it's dirty.
Yeah, I have it here. Where you want me to start out?
Yeah, so the one.
This is Job chapter 30, verse 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision.
Yeah, the Most High put them over us, you know. Back then, the prophets warned of people like, you see these beasts right here, they're going to rule over you. you don't come back to Yahweh, to the Most High, Yahweh, you don't come back to the Father. These base men, these idiots, these monkeys want to rule over us. Here we are, till this day. Under these monkeys, under those people that start praying when they drink some beer. That men that start turning sodomites when they get some alcohol. Grabbing each other by the ass. Friends kissing each other. But it's all jokes. Yeah? They meant nothing with it. It's jokes, right? Groping on each other. But it's all joke, man. It's funny, man. Yeah. Ze zijn gewoon goede vrienden, weet je. Het moet gewoon kunnen toch. Even je maat bij de kont pakken. Get the fuck out of there, man.
Whose father I would have disdained to have sat with the dogs of my flock.
Yeah, because even back then our people knew if you have these Edomites with your dogs, they're gonna rape your dogs. They do it, man. In Germany they have a brothel where they can legally fuck animals. You know, but don't, hey, Jake is also filthy because I live in Colombia. Yeah, it's in Colombia where they do it. Then the Jake, they be like, a father take his son to fuck a donkey. That's the way that they become a man.
That's wicked.
You know, that's taking over the ways of the heathen, man. Fuck a donkey. How the fuck can you imagine that? All those females that you have, man. Don't forget, there are more females than men out there, you know? If you want, you are able to, you can have a female at every finger. But yet you want to fuck a donkey.
Go to a harlot or something, man. You can do everything, you know?
The northern tribes, you know how many harlots you have,
Yeah,
man,
exactly.
northern tribes? Yeah, basically I see all of them as harlots, kind of messed up, but that's how I see them, because they always, you know, want to be super sexy and this and that. It's about sex, and if you see at the brothels, there's a majority of them, majority of the females there is them, weet je? From Dominicans, especially Dominicans.
Yeah, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. For want and famine they were solitary.
Yeah, because all the nations were sending them away. They were sent away like thieves, you know, like get out of there. You know, they were in the caves, man, on all fours. But they want to talk about that they started civilization. Yeah, they started civilization. That's a story that they want to talk about. It started with them. Man, they were fucking filthy, man. They came to the Americas. The clothes were rotting on their bodies. The so-called Indians had to teach them how to wash themselves. They were afraid of water, man. They were really afraid of water. They thought that water would give you diseases. Or water cleans you. And even they were happy with the energy bills went high up. Because now they had a legal excuse to shower less.
Shower less.
Yeah, because they were already doing it, but now they had a legal, the energy bill's too high, so I only shower once a week. You know, on Sunday we shower. That's what they so-called white people do, man. They don't like to shower. Filthy, man. They're filthy. Filthy monkeys. That's what they are.
That's right. Con. Apes.
Yeah, man.
For want and famine they were solitary, flying into the wilderness in former time, or fleeing into the wilderness in former time, desolate and waste.
Yeah, fleeing into the wilderness, desolate and waste. Nobody wanted them near them, you know. They're filthy, man. Time of the Moors, that's where this Black Pete story comes from. It's from the Moors. The Moors used to grab those females and children and sell them to the Arabs. And then they started to clean up these females and started to have some fun with them, you know. They were filthy, man, filthy. Dirty. They don't give a fuck about it. You know, you still see it nowadays, you know. You got Edomites coming to the job, you see the hair is like they just got out of their bed, you know. They don't even bother to put a comb to it, you know.
I was coming back from Greece. It's like maybe 50 years ago, and I'm sitting as the plane is about to lift off and stuff, and I see like maybe 7, 8 rows in front of me. I see Edomite with a big bushy hair, and he does this, and I shit you not, I see a cloud dust walk over his hair, just appearing from his hair by doing this. I was looking at him like, yo, see? And I never knew anything about them being, base men. I didn't know the scriptures back then. But that's something that always comes to mind. Like,
stick to you.
Yeah, really base, man. Clean your fucking self, man.
Yeah, man. But that's but that's also a thing, because we always knew they never like to show that they are dirty and this and that. You know, we always knew that, but we never understood the solution. But we knew that they were filthy.
Yeah.
And then you come in this truth, and then everything becomes clear. They'd be like, yeah, I always knew there was something off with it. I always find it strange. How can these stupid people rule over us? But now we know it's a punishment.
Yeah, because that is true what you say. Because my mother, when she came to Holland with my father, she always said like, hey, the houses had no showers.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and Suriname, they had showers already. You know, they were showering because, as she said, because they was getting it from the States, and Jake invented those things to shower in your house. You know, so my parents had a shower, and they came in Holland, and it was like, hey, we have no showers in the house, man. They go once in a week, like you were saying, brother, to a bad house, you know, and that is in the 70s. It is not so long ago,
exactly,
man.
Dirty
Dirty ass.
Yeah, that's why they were happy when the energy bills went up. So they had the excuse, you know. And this neighbor of my, of an aunt of mine, of an auntie of mine was saying that to my auntie, like, yeah, oh, do your people, yeah, your people shower every day? Yeah, oh, okay, no, we don't shower every day. Man, sometimes even 2 times a day, man.
Yeah, man.
We shower.
Like days like this.
Days like this.
You go from your job, you're all sweaty, you shower.
You shower, man.
Then you start cooking or you go to the gym, whatever, and you shower again.
Edomites are stinky because in my job also, I have some Edomites, they have the old sweat. You smell that, you know, the clothes. Hey man, sometimes you work behind them, you be like, damn man, hey man, you know.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
That's so
Disgusting, man. Who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men.
Yeah, everybody was chasing them away, man. Like, get out of here, man. Filthy beast, fucking monkey, cave monkey. Get out of here, cave monkey.
They cried after them as after a thief.
Yeah, like, get out of here, fucking cave monkeys. Get out of here, move your ass, filthy beast.
To dwell in the city of the to dwell in the clefts of the valleys, in the caves of the earth, and in the rocks.
Yeah, they were the ones that were in the rocks. And the fun part is, when you grow up, when I grew up here, on school they want to teach you that everybody grew up, were living in caves before that. No, they were the ones that were living in caves.
Yeah,
we already had our houses, we already had our tents and everything. They were in caves, hiding in the dark, not even able to talk.
Bam, bam.
Yeah, bam, bam. Yeah, man. Among the bushes they prayed.
Yeah, make it sound like a donkey. Oh. That's why I see it, you know, when they have a little bit alcohol in them, they start to do.
Yeah.
They like songs that are with an easy melody that they can keep, you know. Those are the #1 hits, you know. The top 40.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Among the bushes they prayed. Under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools. Yeah, children of base men. They were viler than the earth.
Yeah, man, children of fools, man. The lowest of all the hyenas, they are the lowest. But even the hyenas make fun of them. Kijk die Hollander dan. Domme Hollander, wat doet die? They even make fun of them. Yeah, the hyenas, they seen it, man.
Yeah.
Die whip, man.
Ismailites always making jokes making fun about them.
Even their own people, man. The Slovakians, when you're at the job or something.
Yeah.
Let's
They
say
don't like them.
Yeah, but let's say you're in an environment like, I don't know, 5 square meters, everybody knows, hears each other, sees each other. Then it's all like everybody is doing what the Esau tells them to do. They be quiet, they be doing the job. As soon as Esau leaves, you feel the environment changing. They'll be like, fuck this dude, man.
Yeah,
Fuck.
exactly.
They call him all types of names.
Yeah, I know.
Yo, and then when he comes back,
Kokot.
Kokot. And when he comes back, then everybody's bit serious again. They're acting like they love him, so they do what he was telling. And then when he gone, spirit uplifted.
Spirit,
again.
yeah,
Fuck this,
exactly.
not too up there.
Yeah.
You know, they go all kinds of madness on him.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Everybody hates you, man, Esau. Rightfully so.
Yeah, but yeah, nevertheless, it's still a punishment, you know. Can you go to Romans chapter 13, and start at 1. Because yeah, even though he comes with all this stupidness, you know, the Most High put him there, you know, to rule over us. So we still have to keep all his dumbass laws and nonsense, you know. It doesn't make sense, but yeah, we still have to do it. Oh yeah.
Come. This is verse 9. And now I am their son, yeah, I am their byword.
Yeah, so now they want to talk shit about us. Niggers, this and that, Moriaantjes, Swatters, Father Jacob, they got all these things going on. While they are the joke. They are the joke, yeah. This is a great joke that the Most High put upon us, put this monkey over us. That's a great joke, because you see it, that's a punishment. You see how stupid he is, you see how weak he is, yet he rules over you. You know, yet he decides over you. Yeah, man.
The last one. They abhor me, they flee far from me, and spare not to spit in my face.
Exactly, and they still have that hatred. It goes back to Jacob and Esau. But yeah, it's about to end, you know. It's about to end. You're gonna be in the place where you need to be. That's under our foot. That's where you're gonna be. Very soon. Coming in the city next to you, in your house. You're putting my foot down on your neck. Y'all rot is up.
Oh yes.
Precept? You have the precept?
Yeah. About Esau. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Here, Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
Exactly, his soul which is lifted up, so all the pride that he's got in him, you know, it's not how say it? It's not justified. No, he's filthy. So he's he's a filthy creature. So everything he does is about filth. You know, there's always some filthiness behind it. Esau does nothing so-called good work, you know. He always got a dirty agenda behind it, you know. His thoughts are, he only can think about filthy stuff, you know. Dirty stuff. His jokes also. Also about shit and potholes and stuff, you know. Those are the things that he likes, you know.
Sometimes because they think of evil on their beds, and then you got to keep that in mind, because sometimes they're quick with words. You be at the job, you be saying some slick shit. Notice that he's been thinking about it ever since 12 o'clock yesterday, thinking about how can I get this nigga? How can I say something to make him feel a certain way? And then he creates that sentence, and then he brings it to the job. Hey, but Judy, they say something, you know, some slick, but that needs to penetrate in you, that needs to touch you.
That you don't get immediately.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, what? Hey, did you just call me a nigga?
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I had that last time. One of these Edomites was like, hey, he was sitting down, and he was with the chef and all these people, you know, always sitting with the chef, talking with him, making jokes.
Dangerous one.
Yeah, this is the dangerous one. Then I came by. Then he said like, hey, do you know that you are the protective species? Then I look at him, a protective species. I said, but you're not anymore, eh? Because you was first a protected species. Then he started, yeah. Then he told like, hey, because I was quick, like, hey. I said, but you are not anymore. I said, no, because we are not welcome anymore. Everybody hates us in our own country. Everybody takes everything over. If you say something about you, then you feel all offended. So I said, hey, you never said nothing to me that I can feel offended, you know. But now you are crying that you feeling that you are no more the protected species. And he was looking at me like, hey, damn. Then the joke, everybody was looking at him like, hey, this joke didn't work, you know. And he was like, hey, you know, like in a cartoon, wah, 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 and he walks away. Shit.
Suriname Jakes also like to do that.
Yeah.
You need to see the smallest cage.
And then put the
Sing
bird
a bird,
in it.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Make
Sing
him
a
sing.
bird. And these birds are expensive, man.
Yeah, to put these people in them cages.
Yeah, man, the
Not
coolies,
you in a
I'm
cage.
gonna put the coolies in the cage, man.
Yep. Where you cannot move like how
It's the same cage. Same cage.
Put them in.
With the spiritual powers, are gonna bend his bones, man. It's gonna fit perfectly. His legs gonna be here. His own foot's on his head, you know.
Yeah. It's like how the Moabites put cats in bottles.
Yeah.
That's what you do with them.
With them.
Exactly,
yeah.
man.
Put the guy in a cage.
Throw-
Have the iron all in his body because he cannot expand too much.
Exactly, yeah.
You know?
Moabites love that shit. Also with the feet, with the woman. They put the woman in little small shoes.
Oh yeah, that's the Ammon does that.
Yeah, Emmon does that. Yeah, Emmon.
The geishas,
The guy shit.
Oh,
yeah.
that stuff. Yeah.
small feet.
Yeah, lotus feet. They call it
Yeah.
lotus feet.
He tied it up
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like this.
Like this. Madness, the heathens, man.
You asked me for Romans chapter 13.
Kinda.
Romans chapter 30 verse 1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of the heavenly Father.
Yeah, first and foremost is the Most High. He's above everything and everybody.
The powers that be are ordained of the heavenly Father.
So all the rulers that we have nowadays in the world that we have to deal with it, all the wickedness that they've been doing is ordained by the Heavenly Father. There is not a president being elected if it's not the will of the Most High.
Verse 2. Whosoever therefore resists the power, resists the ordinance of the heavenly Father, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation.
Yeah, so if you go fight against these powers, be like, oh, I ain't gonna pay taxes anymore. I ain't gonna pay rent, you know. Oh, you tell me to put on my seatbelt, I ain't gonna do it, you know. On the red traffic light, I'm just gonna drive through it, you know. Because this rules doesn't make sense. And a lot of times, you know, especially at night, you know, you be standing at the traffic light, there's no fucking body there,
Yep.
but still you have to stand there for 10 minutes at the red stoplight.
Yep.
But he's so clever, right?
Shit.
And he's standing at the so-called smart traffic light, right? You see like before you reach the traffic light, you see a sign that says this is a smart traffic light. You enter, you reach it, you're still standing there for a red stoplight light. It's a smart one, right?
Yeah.
It's supposed to,
Smart.
yeah. It hurts you, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
smart. It's fun.
Yeah, that's it. Chapter 13.
Fun.
Read on.
Yeah.
Verse
Yeah.
2.
Read till read till
Verse 3. Romans chapter 30 verse 3. For rulers are not a terror to good works. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same.
Yeah, just so if you keep the rules, then you still have how you say that? Of course, you're still gonna have devils between them, because I also saw a clip, you know, in America, a police officer came to a Jake in a store, and basically he just immediately started beating his head towards thing, and then he was on the Young Turks, and then he started changing the story that he asked him to put his hands up and this and that, and started a conversation with him, but he was not complying, which was a lie, because he also had his body cam. So later they found out that he just came in and, you know, just throw him against the glass thing from the shop, you know, and beating him down and talking about you were resisting arrest and this and that, you know. But yeah, of course you're gonna have devils there, and yeah, nobody perish being innocent. But until this day, I still don't understand why Jake in America wanna talk back to a cop over there, you know. Because you already know that they like to shoot you down. So if
Yeah,
you wanna go home, if he stops you and talks all this shit and this and that, just let him have his fun and be like, okay, officer, sorry, officer, whatever, officer. And then later you can file a complaint, you know, because you have the evidence there that he was lying and whatever. But on that moment, if he shoot you and they find out, yeah, he was not allowed, he didn't had to shoot you.
Yeah, but
He maybe lose his job, go to jail maybe for a couple of months. but you're done.
You're gone.
Precept
Yeah,
for that.
your family is messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Matthew chapter 5 verse 22. Agree with thine adversary quickly whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. You gotta keep in mind, the Most High put him in rulership. Okay, he wants you to do this. You know it's bullshit. Okay, just be like, okay, it's cool. Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do as you said. Have a nice day. You're done. Yeah. You live for next battle.
Yeah, man.
He who run away, Bali. That's
Yeah. Either run away, live to fight another day.
Yeah.
But these Jakes they are raised by their mamas.
Exactly.
So they react like
Super
their mothers.
emotional, yeah.
Emotional.
Yeah.
You always hear the stuff like, don't touch me, don't touch me.
Yeah.
A guy shouldn't say something like, don't touch me, don't touch me. It's something strange, you know.
That's female. Yeah, female say that.
Female behavior, you know. And then you know, he wants to kill your ass, so you give him a good reason to do that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Lekker die Romans. 4 alleen nog.
Je Pieters nog?
Ik heb Hebrews.
Oh ja,
Ik heb hem gehad.
doet hij nog even.
En ik had ook nog Matthew 22, maar ja, maar het gaat ook over gift over Caesar.
Oh ja, you can read it.
Ja?
Read matches, yeah.
Ja, dit is Matthew chapter 22, verse 21. They say unto him, Caesar's. Then said he unto them, render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and unto Yahweh the things that are to Yahweh.
Yeah, maybe you start
A little bit up, eh? Yeah, I was thinking too. Start with 19 or 18?
22 way, yeah?
Yeah. Of 21. That's the point.
Verse 21 is the point?
Yeah.
Let me see.
17.
Yeah, start at 17.
Tell us, this is Matthew chapter 22, verse 17. Tell us therefore, what thinkest thou? Is it lawful to give tribute unto Caesar or not?
Yeah, is it lawful to pay your taxes? Yeah, you know that Esau get all this money by doing nothing. So before you get your money, he already takes taxes off it. Then you get your money, you have to pay taxes on it. When you're gonna buy something with your money, you also pay taxes on it. You know, part of that money that you buy is also taxed. So yeah, is it unfair? Yeah, it's unfair. But yeah, nevertheless, it's his money, right? So you still have to do it, you know? Don't go out stealing, be like, yeah, but they were stealing also. Yeah, we know that the Edomites were stealing. Stealing countries, stealing resources, stealing people. Yeah, we know that. We're aware about that. But it's a reason for you to steal. No. We're better than that. We're gonna own them soon. Especially now. We're so close. Before you know it, we're gonna have them.
Verse 18. But Yahushua perceived their wickedness and said, why tempt ye me, ye hypocrites?
Yeah, but they were testing Yahushua. You know, like, oh, should we give them the money to Caesar then? This and that, you know?
Show me the tribute money. And they brought unto him a penny. And he said unto them, whose is this image and subscription?
Yeah, whose picture do you see on it? What name do you see it? Like the money that we have, the euro. You see all kind of buildings of Brussels and whatever. You know, I think even Den Haag is on it and stuff, you know. And Europe is written on it. So it already shows you it's not ours. It's not ours anyway, you know. Give you money to pay your bills and that's it, you know.
The gilded had faces on them.
Yeah, the gilded had faces of the so-called Queen Beatrix on it, you know. And Alexander, yeah.
Certain figures.
Yeah.
Halls and things. Certain historic people.
Yeah.
Dutch.
Yeah, still Edomite faces, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Verse 21. They say unto him, Caesar's. Then said he unto them, render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and to Yahweh the things that are Yahweh's.
Yeah, so yeah, his face is already there, so you have to give him that It's already his money. He printed that money. He came with that money, but look who's coming to the end of the camp. To the end.
The end of the game.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that already shows you, man. So let me see. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
But
then you go-
Hebrews.
Yeah, we had
And then Peter's is also
Peter's
Hebrews.
gonna be the last.
Yeah, kind of. This is Hebrews
Shalom,
chapter.
Shalom.
Hey, shalom. This is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Yeah. Name another heathen that is filthier than Esau. Esau's number one. If there's a pedophile network, believe me, an Edomite is involved in it. He's probably the one that created the whole system, how to do it. They even had a pedophile handbook here in Holland. And how is it? What is his name again? Grappenhaus. He didn't want it to forbid it. He said, yeah, there's nothing in it that I can forbid. It's a pedophile handbook. But you want to say there's nothing written in it so that I can forbid it by law. There's a pedophile handbook.
Ja, verbiedt Mein Kampf. When Hitler wrote that shit,
Yeah.
ja, forbid it till this day.
Yeah, why? Because it's going to reveal the truth how it was in those camps.
Yeah.
Because back in the days, people were able to rent it from the library,
Yeah.
but then they put your name on the list.
Yeah.
So that means if you would speak about it, then you would end up missing or something.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Crazy. Can you go back to Peter's?
Can I drop the prophet?
Oh yeah.
The strong that would be great to search for the strong.
Oh, for the strong drink.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's good. Yeah, bring it out. Yeah.
This is
Concerning the drink, the alcohol, you know, because Esau, now he's talking about alcohol gives cancer, this and that, you know. So of course he wanted people to be depressed, because when you drink, you know, you forget about your problems, you're in a joyful moment, so you're gonna feel better. If you feel better, you're positive. When you're positive, if you are sick or whatever, you are most likely to cure from it because you're positive. You know, you're in a positive mind. You know, you're feeling good. When you're feeling good, you have a less chance to getting sick. But if you're already depressed, your body is already in a certain motion to get sick easily. You know, and that's what Esau wants. Esau wants people to be sick, people to be mourning. Oh, my wife just died 2 months ago. You know, to do walking with his head down on the street. You know, that's what Esau wants.
flipping the hell out, or flipping the hell out.
Yeah.
This also can happen. That you get your whole mind is going, you're going to be bugged out. He like that.
Those are the things that he likes.
Yeah, because then he can take you, lock you up, give you forced medication, and give you everything what he wants you to get, to have, you know.
Those demons on it.
Yeah, put the demons on you. Damn devil.
Put you back into the civilization. Nee, je kan doen met de samenleving.
Mhm.
Be a good peer. Be a good peer, yeah.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 6. Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be of heavy hearts.
Yeah, it's a strong drink to those to whom he was ready to perish. So if you feel down, somebody really got on his problems in his head, and be like, oh, I feel so messed up, this, that, he's
There's an army helicopter, yeah.
So somebody is already down, you know, you give him alcohol, he's gonna forget about it, you know, he's gonna feel better, you know. Those are the things that, that they want you to be down. So you are easy to handle, you know. And when you're sick, you're depending on him. So he can give you all these medicines and fuck you up and make all this money off you.
Let him drink and forget his poverty and remember his misery no more.
Exactly, but that's not what Esau wants. Esau wants people to be down. That's why you got all these young people being depressed, you know, walking with suicide thoughts, you know. No, man.
Dat was het. Peter's hier. Je wordt over zo'n moeite zo.
The drink? Yeah. So, oh yeah, the moderate. Yeah.
Yeah. This is Sirach chapter 31. Let me start with 28 again, or for 27. Wine is as good as life to a man if it be drunken moderately. What life is then to a man that is without wine?
Yeah, what's your life worth if you don't have belief? Like I said earlier, sometimes you come from your work, your head is so full with that bullshit. First thing you want to do is put your back on the side, get those clothes off of your back and grab a cold water, you know? Calm down for a moment. Yeah, leave everything, be like, yeah, okay. For now, leave that shit.
For it was made to make men glad.
Yeah, it was made to make men glad, not to give men cancer. So you want to tell me that the Most High created this wine, the strong drinks, put all the scriptures in the Bible concerning alcohol, but then it's going to give you cancer? Doesn't make sense, man. That's Esau. Like I said, Esau is that mad scientist, Gargamel, Smurfs, you know? You know? Cooking up that thing, that potion. So, let me put this in the alcohol. That's gonna fuck people up. You know? Yeah, man.
Wine, measurably drunk and in season, bringeth gladness of the heart.
Yeah, if you drink it and don't overdo it, you know, people be like, oh man, you know, the Dutch have saying, he's a gezellige drinker. Somebody is enjoyable. When you drink with him, it's fun, you know? You're gonna have fun. That's how it's supposed to be, you have fun. Forget the daily sorrows, you know? Escape from it for a moment.
And cheerfulness of the mind.
Yeah, clears your mind, it be like, yeah, you know?
But wine drunken with excess make it bitterness of the mind, with brawling and quarreling.
Yeah, that's why you have people. Sometimes you have people they cannot handle too much alcohol. They drink too much, then they become very annoying. Want to start fights everywhere where you go with a person. He's about to start a fight because he drank so much he cannot even stand on his feet. So he's walking into everybody, you know. Looking at everybody, talking shit to everybody because his boundaries are gone. Then you have yourself middle in the fight because he cannot control himself.
Drunkenness increased in the rage of a fool till he offend. It diminished strength and make it wounds.
Yeah, a lot of times people are really pissed off drunk and they think that they are very strong and fast. Well, they're very slow and you give them one punch and they knock out, you know?
One punch, man. Rebuke not thy neighbor at the wine, and despise him not in his mirth.
Yeah, because when you make somebody angry when he's drunk, somebody's going to get more angrier. I knew it for myself. I had it one time. I was having a ball, was drinking, then this dude came fuck it up. I fucked him up. I got so angry, I fucked him up. Yeah, the alcohol gave her extra, you know.
Give him not the spiteful words, and press not upon him with urging him to drink.
Yeah, let somebody drink also in his own, at his own pace, you know. That's also what they do with fraternities. You know, you'd be like, go.
Easy.
So, yeah. All these shots and this and that, and then you'd be all messed up. You don't know what's up and down again, you know. Left or right. That's something?
Yeah, it's not really about wine, but it's about, let me read it. It's Sirach chapter 37, verse 29. Be not unsatiable in any dainty thing, nor too greedy upon meats.
Yeah, that's also a balance, everything. There's also fruits, also with the alcohol, like the brother read, moderate, you know. There's got to be a balance in it, you know. You don't want to be an alcoholic, you know, being out there, you know. Moderate, everything needs to be balanced. Of course, you like nice food, but you also need to look at your health, you know.
Jump to verse 31. By surfeiting have many perished, but he that takes heed prolonged his life.
Yeah,
And then
balance, it prolongs your life.
the word surfeiting means overindulgence, an excessive or immoderate amount.
If
know?
you see something, you be like, oh, I really like that. You overdo it. You eat it. You're actually ready to burst. You know. When you're done, your belly hurts. You cannot even sit straight. You be like, oh, I ate too much. Ah, why? You know. That's the greediness. I see it. Oh, I don't want to share it. It's all mine.
Greediness.
Yeah.
I want the whole chicken.
Yeah. It's mine chicken.
Shit.
I want everything. Everything.
Even the bones.
Yeah. I think we can also leave it like this, you know. Yeah.
You know?
Want to give the soup?
That, when I give all praise to the Most High,
Yahweh, Basham, Yahushai,
Bashir Hakadash,
Basham Hakadash.
double honors to the elder apostle of Great Millstone for giving us the wisdom of the teachers of the scriptures. Shalom to all the elder bishops, all the Achim across the globe, spreading this word in sincerity. Peace and salutation to the hopefully elect. Yahweh Ratasa, until next week. Shalom.
Shalom.
Wow.